I'm gonna need like double check things. That's who I posted it on. Oh, at least Twitch should be correct. Okay, that's looking good. Okay. Alright, let's try it. I literally like set this up in about 30 minutes, so I'm not really sure if anything breaks. So the speaker would like test at least. Are you? Yeah, it's pretty late. I had my niece's birthday, and then it was like originally I wasn't going to stream today, but I debated after. I was talking to Chaos, and he basically was asking about my favorite Pokemon game, and I was like, "Oh, I like Pearl from Nostalgia." What do you mean, Phoebe? Like 11 p.m. is barely nothing. It's fine. Uh, I wasn't planning to stream today, but then I was talking to Strider. He's basically gonna get audio for his streams, and I basically just like, yeah, I'll test it out. Makes me a daily BB. I literally like got it set up in like a few minutes, so it's like something might be scuffed. It's gonna be a surprise. Oh yeah, I just followed your set. Well, like at least hopefully only 2 people have heard it, so you know, there's still you can still surprise people. You can still get some shock. Originally, I like didn't know what to do for things. I didn't want to. It's like I want to make references to stuff in my thing to make it so everything is basically the same. But when I change up the layout, I'm gonna have to duplicate without a reference, which means I had like tests that things weren't gonna go like haywire. It's like I realized this game was made in 2007, and this was like I don't know. I wouldn't say the first Pokemon game I played, but it was like the first one that really hooked me into it. I remember like I think the first one I played was when you had like Mudkip and Totodile. They weren't there. Yeah, at least you get to surprise someone. What I do know is I probably should change the like delay for so I have it where like it ignores my bot one and it ignores bots. But I should probably like have messages last longer, but I might want to use a different chat link for that, like different settings maybe. That might be like a good idea. But I was thinking the Chaos cover. The thing I liked about this game was the mining feature. That's right, BB. I know it's like pretty late for you. It just may happens that you're somewhere where the time's gone forward a little bit. So what if it was the first time people hear my voice? I think technically you got like when we did Helldivers was like the first time I think I heard your voice. And I think that was in... It must have been like March, right? No, further back, right? Maybe like end of February, start of March, maybe. I remember like I just never read the text before, and I remember like just constantly hitting the continue button just to be like, yeah, cool, epic. Maybe actually, yeah, because I think I remember it was like when we're doing Helldivers, you mentioned about how your birthday was in a few. I can't remember if it was a week or two, or if it was slightly longer than a week or two. Yeah. I think it's just cause like with Strider, he tends to like hang around with for example, like most of the people Strider like hangs around with, I think, are in like bigger age brackets. Where I feel like I'm not sure if you could be like, I feel like you probably have like a mixture where you probably have like a mixture of some people that like massively big high bracket and some that's probably like about the same bracket. So maybe you get like a more diverse bit like that, maybe? Because like I feel like it kind of depends on like how people grow up. Like for example, I've just had like a true so you're already hanging out with a grandpa. The agile has struck the second tower. Should I stream about warn me about ads? But I didn't notice it unless I was just dumb. Oh, it did warn me. Never mind. The bot isn't dumb. I'm dumb. I literally have like a thing that like tells me. Things like at least like sort of BB apparently goes with grandpas like me, and then like the people like around his age. But I always kind of forget half the time, like between you and me, BB, I think there's like 8 years, right? I think you were 20. I can't remember if you were 20 or 21.
BB_Bora gifted a tier 1 subscription.
Thank you for the sub, BB. And now he doesn't have to deal with agile. There's I don't know what this randomizer's got in store for me, so we're gonna like see together like what I'll pull on stuff. The thing is, it's like, I think there's already like 8 years of a gap between us. I think like, it's almost like, the more I get older, the worse it gets. Like, I start like comparing myself with for some of my niece and nephews. Like, I was like thinking about it yesterday. Cause my nephew asked about how old I was when he was born, and I was like, oh, think about it. I mean, I was 17 when you were born. Yeah, the little goober remote. He's like, let's say with like my oldest niece, I was like thinking about, I was like, shit, I was like 11 when you were born. God, I got old. I think I'm a boy. At least I believe so. There you go. When I was testing it earlier, I set. That's a picture of me when I was around. That's. Yes. The typically it's good when there's small ones. Just like get clipped for saying something. It's like 10 years ago you made this joke. It's like, wait, 10 years ago? Shit, I was 28 then. It's like I was joking with someone well, actually it was today. I was joking with them about like how is there a way of like stopping time with like Dio's ability or something like Zawelda, and then he's just like, oh, actually you were right, like it would start from that point so you wouldn't go back. And then I was like, are you sure I can't go back in time? I think pretty obvious. I think that's a fitting name. But he's like, I think I remember like when I was younger, just trying to make his name into something, so like they were saying something rude each time. Luckily, like at that point, no one really thought about putting like word gates on a lot of shit. I was kind of hoping the audio is a bit better. Like the weird thing, right, is somehow playing Pokemon is giving my sort of PC the same stress that it gets when I play Dune. Like I was on Dune earlier, but basically I was basically putting in a new oven because like I finally got a replacement for the one that broke, and it's like the downside is like I got told to hit the big switch on like the switchboard, and I was like there going, okay, I hit big switch, and then suddenly my mom's like shouting at me going like, did you turn the internet off? And I'm like there going like, I just hit the big switch. And I got told like, no, it should say oven on the switch. I'm like, oh, I can't read it. It's too small. But at least it's not the encoder that's struggling, it literally just says the GPU. But that also means if it does crash, that in itself would be pretty interesting. I'm not sure what the best thing to do with this screen. When I was testing, I wasn't sure how... Okay, there you go. That concludes us. Special report. Search for Red Gyarados. Oh, I remember Red Gyarados. You got the Cease tags. These are, I found it funny, I had like one point where I think it was the, I can't remember what mote it was. I had a mote that it told me had been used like 67 times, and I was like, yes, screenshot that. Or like, I've had before, just like my character just being like, when it gets out, like, it's a... God, I don't think I've got running shoes or anything yet. Thing is, I gotta remember how this all works. One thing I am gonna do is text is gonna be set to fast. It's like, for menu. That's me. But it's like, my problem is like, I never really read the text when I was playing before. I just kept on like, pressing A on things until things worked. Actually, Bora came calling for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he said it was an emergency. Because also, I just remembered, like, when it comes to BB as well, like, he is also going on the planes tomorrow, so I imagine, like, he's probably trying to get his rest. You know how impatient Bora is, he took off before I could even ask what it was about. Oh yes, Achvi. Don't go into the tall grass, wild Pokemon might attack you. It'd be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so... I just wonder, like, in the Pokemon world, like, how do people get around if, like, you going out at all leads to you getting attacked by Pokemon? Thud. What was that about? Oh, hey, actually. Hey, I'm going to the lake. You come too. And be quick about it. Okay, Audrey. I finished. You 1 million if you're late. Oh jeez, I forgot something. I think I was supposed to follow him indoors. Been a little bit, so it's kind of like things are gonna be memory on like a lot of story stuff. I better take my bag and journal too. Oh yeah, actually. We're going to the lake. I'll be waiting on the road. It's a 10 million fine if you're late. I was trying to look for trash bins because that was like the thing of getting some items, I remember. I might try getting layouts for different games and stuff too. Because like I got like I can make layouts for different ones. Like this is just a case of like I made it last minute. You know, search for the red Gyarados, mysterious appearance of the fierce Pokemon in the lake. That show got me thinking. I bet our local lake has a Pokemon like that in it too. So that's what you were going to do. Find a Pokemon like that. If I remember correctly, the way you do shiny hunting, I'm not exactly remembering on this, but I think it was like you essentially keep running away from battles until you get shiny? I think that's how it worked. Like you... What's going on? I remember like when I was watching the show, I really liked watching Dawn. Like I think out of like the girls, you had Dawn and what's her name? Not Misty. I didn't like Misty. There was May and Dawn. May and Dawn were like my two favorite ones growing up. I don't remember on the other side either. I may be mistaken. Hi, Lurvin. Thanks for playing your daily. I know it's a bit later than normal. There's like part of the stream was also kind of sort of test out the new layout. This is basically a randomizer of Pokémon Pearl. So I guess we'll find out what we find. Fine, enough. We've seen the lake. Done. We're leaving. Preza, how are you enjoying being back in Sinnoh? After being away for 4 years, it must be exciting again. There is one thing I can say. There are many rare kinds of Pokemon in Sinnoh. The region should serve very well in regards to our studies. Excuse me, let us pass, please. I beg your pardon. We'll be on our way. What was that about? Those two. As I got BB as a friend, I'll probably like name the Pokemon stuff like Love and Yui, Strider. What's that? Don't go into the tall grass. No problem, no problem. We won't be in there for long enough for the wild Pokemon to come out. It's a briefcase? Those people forgot it here. What are we supposed to do with it? We can try to deliver it, but who are they? I heard they say Professor. Wow, Pokemon? What's going on? I feel like a lot of these Pokemon, you could probably just like grab and then neck, you know, a little twist. I actually like remember there was a time where I was younger. I had like a bird. I think I hit the window or something, and it was alive. I gave it to my sister to see about calling like some rescue people that could help with the bird. And her boyfriend at the time just snapped its neck. Look, these are Pokeballs. Let's battle these. Which one do you want then? Right. What's the other options? Hoppy. I feel like I want this one. I'm gonna keep charging. Go, right here. Like, Strider, would you want to be this one? Something tells me, like, if this had its electric abilities, it'd be an advantage. There's some issue with my, I can't remember, the no, not Turtwig. But wait, no. Turtwig? I think it's Turtwig. It's only a strong Pokemon to start with. Like, I wouldn't choose Piplup over this one. Wow. Your Pokemon's totally rock. But mine was way tougher than yours. There were other people's people though, but we have to use them. They weren't mine, were they? Oh, there's the briefcase. The professor would have been furious if I'd lost it. Huh? Oh no. Did you use the Pokemon in here? You did? Oh my gosh. That's the professor's gonna say. This is not good. I'll take the briefcase for now. What was that about? I don't know what's going on. Actually, let's get out of here. My Pokemon got hurt from that battle. If we get attacked by another Pokemon, we might be in trouble. You go ahead. I know we have to return these Pokemon. They're not ours. I want to spend just a little more time with this little guy. I'm trying to remember, like, I need to get like running shoes. Hey, it's those people. Is that old guy staring at us? I heard from Dawn that you used our Pokemon. Let me see them, please. Raikou. And Tawig? I see. That's how it is. Done. I'm going back to my lab. Yes, Professor, please wait for me. Me like looking at my GP usage, that's like 4 out of 5 bars. So what does that guy, my name? No need to worry about it really, like, it's no, it's nothing, I swear. It's nothing. Okay, see you. Was all that crazy business. Well, it asked for a friend, so... I mean, if he was angry, he could have just yelled out. Thank you for the fallen pipe. If we didn't want that Pokemon, like, if you want to, you can choose... Oh, hi, Merc. Thanks to the daily. Oh, hi, Ray. Thank you all. Oh, it's got quite. I should probably like read the redeems before I say them. Doing alright, Merc? I do. We should go home too. Cause now I got a Raikou. He's like, I'm still not gonna get to actually name it at some point. Oh, your thumb? Did you hurt yourself at work, maybe, or was it like did you get catched or anything, or like hoping you're still doing okay? I know you messaged earlier about how you went for some pizza. Hypertension. Oh, I see. I believe that's when you like overly use it, which I can imagine like. From what I understand your job, I believe like it's pretty easy for you to like overwork yourself, and if not that, like I know you also, along with your work, have like quite the exercise routine you do as well. To me, it's like I assume you kind of like, well, I know you go for runs, but I also assume you do other kinds of exercise on top of that. What completely happened to you? I'm ever glad both you and Bora are unharmed. But it's always nice to see Merc. First run from Sun Gym Town. Or wait. It could just be that it needs a rest a little bit, maybe. Like I imagine, like so maybe if you like let it rest for a little bit, try not to do anything with the hand, then hopefully it'll feel better. Cause if I remember correctly, I'm not sure, but I think then you stream later on, right? Oh, you got work today. Oh, I see. Are you streaming first and then going into work? Because actually, like, this was mainly meant as like a test stream for this layout. Because I kind of made it literally on the fly when someone asked me what my favorite Pokemon game was. So I was like, they're going like, well, nostalgia tells me Pokemon Pearl. Oh, I see. The thing is, like, imagine. Yeah, I basically, when the person asked me the question, I looked out for a layout thing, and that showed like the sort of best like proportions for things, and then I kind of like twisted it for my need, cause like the portrait sort of had like where I have chat, it's like here you can have overlay stuff, and they're going like I'll probably just use it for chat. Weirdly enough, like this is actually taking as much resources when I play Dune, and I don't actually know why. For some reason, like when I'm Dune, GPU and encoder goes max sometimes, which causes the stream to lag. And this time, it's just my GPU that's lagging. Well, not exactly. It's 4 out of 5 bars. I have an add-on that like shows me my actual PC's like how it's doing. It gives me kind of like a thing that can say like when it's in the red is when it's got rendering lag. 4 bars is like where it's like nearing the limit. But I also haven't got much open. I've essentially got the game open, sync for my audio, streamer bot, OBS, and then like I'm debating like close an Opera, but I haven't even got many tabs in there because I basically closed a lot of my tabs, so I've only got like 4 tabs open. I think I might. That's right, straight. The thing is that what I could do is basically, like, I'll get this to a point of where, like, because the thing is that I'll probably do, or try to do the grinding off stream, because I imagine, like, people aren't going to want to watch me for, like, an hour, try to get, like, getting a whole party of Pokemon up. I seem a bit straighter. I remember, like, last time I raided into Strider, I was like, oh, I'll raid into you like straight away. Then I finished the run I was on. It was like 30 minutes later. I need to visit him in Sanjam Town. You need to properly explain we have no choice but choose his Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll understand. So have a nice stream, Dev. Please, normally, Dev tends to stream to like 3 AM for me sometimes, if not later. So I tend to like not always be able to keep up with his streams. Like, oh, I finally got the running shoes. I was actually like waiting for that. Going to Sanjam Town is like an adventure itself, right? With those running shoes, you can get faraway places much faster. Okay, let me read the instructions. Press the B button and dash about faster than ever before. Put on the running shoes and then blaze new trails of adventure. Well, isn't that just nifty? Is this button? Oh, like I tried to like stream like when I was like starting out streaming, one of the games I tried to stream, well, I think the first stream was like Randomizer, then maybe in Skyrim, and then I think, or I had a Skyrim one near the beginning, and then I remember one of the other ones I had was Pokemon Platinum. I was like, well, technically that was the game that came after Diamond and Pearl, and it had like the same sort of features sort of in them, because it's just like the where it is in the like line. But I think like, at the time I had like people asking me how I was playing Pokemon on my PC, and at the time I was like, I don't know what is and isn't breaking rules on what I'm allowed to do. Then I looked it up and it's like apparently it's like not advised on saying how you are doing something, but like rather, yeah, like kind of just imply it is okay. Or like you can use other words, like you can say like, oh, I really like emus, and stuff like that. Like a way where like I was looking at like the Twitch Reddit for like that because I wasn't too sure. Cause like apparently they have nothing against you having emus, but the thing is like SFO is like if you show people like how you got like the other element of the emu, from what I understand, but at least like I was like watching or like reading a post and it had like a moderator seeming to approve the comments. I'm like, okay, well, at least their own like people agreed with whatever it is. I love it. Basically, for a one-off campaign, I'm thinking of becoming a 4-foot human ankle-biting like barbarian, and I just got the okay with it. So I like the sound of this. I'm gonna have fun with that. I need to go and. I might have to equip them. Or am I forgetting how this works? I'm assuming it's just... Okay, no, it's just like already on. Well, apparently ads are going to play in a bit. I should have another warning that tells me when the ads actually play, but it doesn't seem to be going through. I was basically... One of the things I hate when it comes to StreamerBot is when you have a second account set to do the messages, or even your own account set to do them, how it will basically I had like a bit of a issue with it being where it would show up in shared chats, and I didn't want the messages to like go into shared chat. So I was actually looking at the tutorial on the streamer.bot Discord. Have a nice look, BV. Hopefully your plane journey goes well. But like on the streamer, they were basically saying how it's because like you have to have an account that's considered a bot. So I was like going through the tutorial of how to make my second account into basically an actual bot, and I followed the tutorial from what it said, but it didn't give my other account the bot icon. And it's the case of like, then you basically call on, or you have to like set 2 arguments, and then after that you have a thing that tells it to use. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look at how I have it set up on stream. Actually, I say that I got stream pop anyway, so I basically have a thing that's called ATB chatbot, which basically will send messages that I can like call on to send messages or announcements. And on my sort of one, I have like an argument, a delay, and then it's supposed to be like an action saying to send a message. But it's like, I was trying to do it in a way where like, hopefully it would like make it so it won't go up in other people's chats. Because like, I had one complaint before where someone said about how there was too many like chat, like bot messages going on in chat. When my one gets their lightning abilities or like a lightning ability, like I have advantage, it's an insight. Things like well, like a part of my issue when it comes to Pokemon is like there's so many Pokemon now it's really hard to keep up. Oh, apparently the ads have just finished. That's always a good sign. For those that missed it, basically I was talking about StreamerBot on how I was trying to make it so messages don't come up in the chats of other people I'm streaming with, and about how it doesn't seem to be working how I like it's supposed to. I might need to retry to set up. It's basically you have to like make your other account that's linked to sort of speak or like your alternate account, turn it into an actual bot, and then there's some code I got from the StreamerBot Discord on like how to call or make the bot send messages into chat, and then at least like that also clean it up a little bit on both on-screen chat, because I can kind of like where it excludes bots, it will just exclude like my own one, and then also it would hopefully make it so messages don't show up in friends like streams. It's like I've been playing around a little bit of StreamerBot, but like I also had an issue where I kind of wiped my memory, so because I actually did that, I kind of had to remake StreamerBot, so I kind of like made it bare bones of what I needed. It's like one of the things I did is like I had like games set up, but I kind of took those out. I had one that was called Group Gamble, where basically it would start a prediction with 5 results, and basically it would choose a random one of the predictions, so people could gamble on using their points on a prediction, and then what would happen is whoever won would basically get all the combined points. Though I was originally going to link that up to on-screen things as well, so it actually showed on screen like some kind of like thing, or shown like a bar extend or something when bets come in, but people weren't really using the group gamble, so I was like, I didn't take it any further. I also had you know that fishing game where you basically just kind of fish, you get random, you can get people, you can get fishes and stuff like that. I was like, I could pay out for it, or in StreamerBot I could make something that's like it, and I can have it all like customized, have it grab random users and their profile pictures, which I did eventually get working. It took a while to set up, like originally I was just gonna have actually just do fish and people, and then I started adding in like seaweed, and then I started having where I was kind of putting memes in there. So I was getting stuff like one of the super rare ones was milk, and the thing was like it when it got the milk, it said that you got dad. Or for example, like then I would have like, for example, another one would be like Vaporeon for I thought it would be like a little funny like meme joke. So I kind of like I basically thought it would be funny if I make my own fishing game. 'Cause it's like it's not expensive to get the fishing game, but I thought like there's like some things in Streambot where I have more fun creating it than it being useful. So like sometimes I'll make stuff just because it seems fun. Like at one point I was in the process of making a text adventure for chat that basically used like a Gemini API that would basically like generate a random story based off stuff said in chat, and then basically turn that into like a dungeon adventure, or use the game category as like the example, the title. But like that didn't get too far because it's like essentially I had my API key, but like it for some reason wasn't giving me a result. Like it's in like it just wasn't showing up on streams. I don't know if like it's just the API. I don't think it was wrong. I just copy and paste it in to the bit I needed to put in. Yeah, it was. I have like things where I just set up things and see if they work. Like I currently got some redeems that I got like turned off because they aren't working currently. Like when I was on the Stream of the Bot Discord, there was one from the hot dog thing where they had like a AI generated image thing, which basically I thought like I'll have that as one thing. Or I had like a redeem for a voice changer, but like there was the choice of using like a subscription software, which would have been easier, but I was like, I don't really want to pay out for like a subscription software, so I went over for like the clownfish one. But my problem with that was like I couldn't get StreamerBot to actually grab the application or tell the application to switch voices. Not mention there was like the issue of like if it's set to squeaker and then someone sets like does a redeem for deep voice, then it's like it's gonna muck up how it's gonna work. Whether it's gonna be like does a hotkey something to trigger like the squeaker voice, then it's gonna like trigger to change the deep voice, and the time before the delay for the squeaker voice is gonna go down, and then turn it back to normal. So it's like yeah. He's like I kind of like grey out this little stuff which like is either a work in progress or things to work out. It's also stuff like I used Tangia for like AI me and like Fallen Pipes for Strider, and then so just AI TTS because I didn't want to have to set a speaker bot and go that way. So the thing I ended up like using Tangia for those ones. Hi Frankie, you alright? Yeah, playing some Pokémon Pearl. So like, Twitch gave me the default one of like choose a emote to unlock, so I left that one. And then I like kind of put in some basic ones that are a bit easier to like put in properly. Actually, what do I remember? Because I'm bound to forget this otherwise. I should have a spot left. There you go. Now Merc should be VIP. Oh, Kullert, thanks for the raid.
I believe.
Nah, I'm not getting into middle time.
No, I live this shit. What? Fuck you, bitch. Then he looks
Look
at
at it
you.
stare
He's
at
like,
me. Look at it
he's
stare at me.
bitch.
Yeah, you can't do shit.
I love Dune so much. I was literally on Dune earlier. I was like, seeing if some items sold, refill my batteries and stuff, and Dune. It's second. Don't you love it, Kullert? I love it. It's how'd Powell go? Hi, Achvi. I ended up getting a chat with Tyrannus, I think the name was. We were talking about like RAM prices, and then we were talking about like spiders in like Australia, UK, and America. He's like, I still had your stream up, so I guess like now I got like a stream of me. Like I had your stream up. Like I was still like watching you. The thing is, oh yeah. Well, things I like spiders because my sister is terrified of them. Trying to mention that colour basically means rolling. The way in shit. Kullert is cute. He's like, he's like in Danish. Kullert is not. It's alright, Kullert. It's alright to be adorable. He's like, you telling me about at one point today about like the monk that like the monk that eat children. Probably just frozen the word for us clearly. But it's like from what I understand of the games you run, Kullert, I remember there was like when WoW was talking about like your D&D campaigns about how it was something about the dwarves or something. Something like I can't remember what he said about. I remember him saying like, I think he said he wanted to be a dwarf or something. I can't remember exactly. I think like this was like a while ago. I don't know if WoW has actually gotten into a game with you yet. So, if you're, I'm assuming you're about like an hour in front of me if I had to guess. So I imagine for you it's currently, it's going to be like 11 PM or something? Or confused. And then he passed him. Oh, do you mean today? Cause like I remember like I messaged him. I was in chat and it was messaged while like, yeah, if you're still live in like 2 to 3 hours, I'll be back. And he's like, I don't know if I'll be there. Oh, the Dune. Yeah, cause the thing's like, I didn't know what was going on about that. Cause like, I remember like, well, it sounded like. He was going into a or going to be doing D&D with you. Oh god. If it makes you feel better, I was supposed to play with Ham and the Hunting Buddies game that Ham got me and BB, and then we ended up having I feel like the dev actually came in was like they gone to sleep because they streamed all night, so they went to sleep, and I had like the game dev like come in. So she open both to keep the game apparently. Recommend it. So have fun. The thing is, like I've always kind of, well, it's like for the longest time I didn't know what D&D was. It wasn't until I was in college doing games development that I actually heard about D&D. So the thing was, like, that would have been somewhere around like 2018. I got told about like D&D, and basically I tried doing some games with friends in college. One who wanted to try being a DM. Oh, my controller died. That's fine. But it's like one who wanted to try to do some D&D stuff. But like, to be honest, I think his idea didn't work out for the first one. Because he was planning to operate 2 different groups in the same world, where he kind of decided he was going to have 4 good people and manage 4 bad, like evil aligned players. And it was supposed to be a fight at the end. But granted, like at this point, none of us had played D&D. So, minus him who had a few games as a player. So, the thing was, it did not go well. The good team survived, because they started in... yeah. It's like, he ended up... I think it was... The good team survived because they started just out in a tavern. I was part of the bad team, or like the evil team, and we started out in a barbarian camp. And like, the first thing the barbarian did was he kind of like broke the lock, started attacking 2 people, and then the other 3 evils, including me, was like, yeah, well, my character wouldn't care for him. So my character just goes around to look for their loot while he's distracting people. Though I didn't realise that when you're a paladin, and when you ask to put your armor on in combat, that's not a good thing to do. I didn't realise how long it took to put on your equipment. And then it didn't help that in the mix he also threw in another enemy. Which soon went out. Because like, in that game, I remember like the barbarian basically got killed between the 2 people and the monster that came in to attack. I basically hid at first, then tried to put my armor on, got attacked, was knocked, but I completed my save rolls, but I was literally like on 1 HP. Yeah, the thing is like, he kind of realised that managing a total of like 8 people and trying to do it where it was like weekly didn't work too well. Like we actually had plans at the time called like basically I was playing an elf that had like lost an arm, had a prosthetic replacement, and basically when it came to like I was like talking to one of the people in the good team where we were going to have a backstory of like his people actually helped my people get the reason why my one became evil was because like their home was destroyed, and then just they hated everyone for attacking it or not helping them, right? So like I made a plan with him with the DM that would have this thing of like my character's gonna have like the story that connect. In the end though, on the first session for the evil team, there was me and Stalin left. And the person who was playing Stalin stabbed me at the end. So my character died. Like I succeeded like the rolls, and then when we were leaving, like he had a festering wound. I had 1 or 2 hit points left. Oh yeah, I'm fine with it. Auto mode might come up, but I'll allow it. Yeah, like the thing that didn't help is like the one that was like playing Stalin, like he was kind of more dragged into it. And then it's a case of like it's kind of like that didn't help with it. It was kind of like well, it's like you had my character who like refused to help anyone that wasn't an elf. You had the barbarian who kind of was expecting backup from the other people that was like trapped and kind of just got left there. Then I remember we had someone else. I can't remember what happened with him. I think it was like, yeah, no, I think the monster the DM spawned. It was supposed to be a monster that we were supposed to hide from or run away from, not actually get into combat with, and I think he tried to get in combat with it, if I remember correctly. To be honest though, I feel like the monster wasn't needed because like the bandits did a lot of heavy lifting after killing the barbarian. Good news though, I got confirmation I can do my character. For like the one-off. I saw someone said they couldn't do the date that's been confirmed, but the person's already booked it off, so things like I'll still be able to do it. Oh, I forgot, controller died. I have a habit of forgetting my controller dies. I got like a wireless controller, so it's like it gets affected if I like leave it AFK too long. Please come with me. A professor is waiting. This is it. Our Pokemon Research Lab. They also the only downside with when it came to the D&D things with like that friend is like at that point it was like so many people wanting him to DM or like do like sessions. I think like he ended up doing 3 different campaigns with roughly the same group. I think there's like a few other people that would go in, and sometimes the thing is like what also didn't help though when it came to him is he was doing like all homebrew. He was kind of like he didn't have a full-on story planned or anything. He was kind of like letting the characters decide the story kind of thing, which I think is a little bit issue. Like I understand the characters are gonna have their own goal, but like I also feel like maybe an idea to shoehorn the characters to a destination or something. Like they were doing like epic stuff, right? But like I know like one of the interesting things I got told about it was they did one thing where they apparently weren't allowed. They had like one campaign where they made it so they had to like have a different form of transport each time they were traveling long distances. So like one day you'd have a carriage and then suddenly you cannot have a carriage anymore. So then they were like, oh well, we'll ride horses. Then horses turn into, oh well, we walk it. Then the next one's like, oh, we actually, yeah. It was like that was like on one of the campaigns I know he did. But I think they started just coming up with kind of like random things at that point, stuff like get some magic carpet to like travel X distance, or like jumps in like a merchant's caravan or something like that. The thing is like it's interesting, but you have the issue of like too many things. Is there anything they want, and then ask them, do you want to just be sort of NPCs until then do stuff. You had things like consequences and actions to all the jank. Because the thing is like they were essentially like I remember like one of the campaigns they told me about how they had one campaign where they had like a quest to save some town or something. And I think it was like they actually failed on defending the town. I think like 2 or 3/3 of the continent or something was like basically infested with monsters because they failed. Or it's like I think they had like some big enemy they were supposed to fight, and they ended up like not fighting him, and then just progressively escaping to other like villages and towns to avoid combat. Like I think they got pretty far in one of them. I remember I think there was one point where I think they said they were using level 8 characters. For me, it's like, well, it's like, for me also, it's like, I didn't really get to go into too many. What do you mean, Merc? I'm always, I don't yap. I'd never do such a thing. Please, I may or may not. As you see, I actually get my PhD from the professor. Let's go. Fun. What the? Oh, it's you actually. That old guy. He's not scary so much as he is totally out there. It doesn't matter, actually. I'm out of here. See you later. It's like I should get myself a little badge. Like I could probably. Well, actually, I should probably like mention this. Basically, there was a point where like I was asking like Shizu advice on like an artist, and she actually recommended me someone, and I actually contacted them not long ago to commission them for a job, and to be honest, that job's almost done. And then it's like I got another person I commissioned, and that thing's almost done as well. So hopefully some things will be moved around soonish. And then like on top of that, like I'm gonna sort of save to get like a better GPU ideally. But originally, like instead of like changing my like, I know I needed to upgrade my like hard drive situation because my hard drive was like not great. The thing is like the plan is kind of next to upgrade the GPU, which I was looking at a 50 something. I think it was a. Was it like? I can't remember. 5040 Ti suit. I can't remember what exactly it was. It was. I was looking at a GPU that was about 530. Wasn't necessarily cheap. Has received updates from the current version expands the original. Oh, things that Toby. I actually got. I got Moonliner. I never finished it. I had an issue of I got like to the second area, and then my save got corrupted, and then I ended up like starting up a new game, but like I didn't get far in that one. Oh, apparently ads are going to play. Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside. I think I need to break up like the warning, that or like the thing to tell me it's done and the thing to tell me it's done. Cause I feel like if I got like two things getting like sent messages, it's just sent in like the second one. I think that's part of the reason why I'm not getting like the warning when people go into ads. I also think you fix like the bot part. Funny, you've come actually, was it? I see your Pokemon again. Well. You made your Pokemon evolve already. Alright then. I'll give your Raku to you as a gift. Has anyone given you like a legendary as a gift? Very top G result. Should like to nickname it. Question is, what do I nickname it? As Kullert raided me, I think it'd be a good idea to name it Kullert. Kullert, there you go. Yeah, you get the kitty. It's not a kitty. I feel like you're the type to have a cat. And not mention, you also get to be legendary. So, if you ask me, this works out. But the Kullert could also be Kitty. Kullert could also be... Kullert could be Kitty. Kullert could have Kitty. See, you're mighty, just like a legendary. See? See? You're a legendary. See? It works out, it works out. Oh no, my finger slipped and it's confirmed it. Mightier than those kitties. You're top G for the kitties. Please, actually on the thing on top, did you hear about how I think it's Andrew Tate they're trying to like sort of send to the UK to sort of stand trial? I assume it won't go well. I was watching like a lawyer that was talking about it and saying about how he likely would not be getting good sentences. He's likely to get like, yeah, the thing is like, I remember there was like a clip or something of him saying about how long ago it was that he had this girl that like started in his thing, and it's like, you know, it literally turned into them literally like saying, oh, like 11 years ago or something, and I'm like, they're going like, they like looked at her like her age, took away 11 or something, and it's like, oh, that is not good numbers. Because I kind of wish the Tates kind of, you know, the thing is like, I don't like the Tates, I don't like the Pauls, like I hate Logan and Jake Paul. There's, when it comes to stuff like KSI, I used to like him, but then like when he groups up with Logan, it makes it really hard for me personally to like KSI. As well as I heard stuff like with the Sidemen that apparently he like dropped out of the Sidemen with no warning. So a group that literally like generates quite a lot of money, that like one of their lead people just disappears without like any warning. Not great. Also, I see. I just did. I see. I was wondering why that wasn't playing. There you go, Frankie. I was like wondering why that wasn't appearing. I forgot. I guess it was like turned off for some reason. Thing is, actually, I guess this worked. I see. Oh yeah, how do? To be honest, like I'm wondering how that works because like StreamBot is like set to do the change the redeem player on the game capture screen. So actually, I'm not too sure how that works. Pardon me, because that came up. I heard you battled very well despite it being your first time. And from what I can see, there's a growing bond between you and that Pokemon. That is still young. That's why I would like to entrust you with Raikou. I'm so glad that you're kind towards your Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to... Oh, I just can't say it. Also, Merc, I was curious, did you do any D&D stuff? I remember you mentioning about something before D&D, when you had your Samantha voice. Cause like, I think, didn't you say, I don't know if you still do D&D or any campaigns? Cause things, Kullert here, in case you don't know, does DMing, and he also, I assume, plays as well. It's kind of nice to go there. Normally I stream like a lot early in comparison, and because of that, like, it's either like super early for super early for Frankie, I assume it's this time. I think it's early for Merc, but then late for Frankie. Cause I think it's like, well, the thing is, I was talking to like BB because I asked him about if he had any open campaigns, and he said about how he's planned to start one, but he's like 1 player short. But it's like a paid campaign, so the thing is like, there's that. Like there was one point I like the idea of like, even if it's like ends up being like only a few sessions, I thought it'd be cool to have like a D&D like stream. But the only problem is like, it'd be getting someone who's willing to do a few sessions, and then like, I don't think it's right for them not to get paid. But it's like, at the same time, I'm like, they're going like, it's also then to do with you have like multiple people you're managing. Especially also like, I can understand how hard it can be to get a group to come together. Like in college, the amount of group projects I had, where like I couldn't like trust some people in the group to do like turn up to do their work and stuff, and then I would just like go to the people I can trust to get jobs done, and I would basically be dealing with them instead. Because I remember like in college they were telling me off for excluding people, and I was like, they're going like, well, I asked them to do a job. They refused to do it, and they watched fan offs. How am I supposed to trust someone like that to get like work done? Especially like one of those people ended up like not even doing his coursework, like any of his coursework. So let's move on to the main topic. There is something I want you to do for me. My name is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kind of Pokemon live in the Shinto region. To do so, it's necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I wish to ask of you. Also, on the topic of D&D, while I still have in my head, the thing is, so I went to today I went to a place that had D&D sets, and I got a Stranger Things themed one. Actually, I'll grab the sets I got. I got now like 4 different sets of D&D stuff. I don't know what the mic's going to sound like when we grab all this. I've got some interesting ones. Well, I got a super interesting one. I've shown BB one of these. Basically, let's see. It's gonna be on the fly. Let's see if I can get the camera to work. Do the where did it be? Windows, video camera device, that new one. There you go. So, have you seen WoW and D&D is going to be doing a thing? I could see that happening. So one thing, this is what my dad had. This is Dungeons and Dragons fantasy roleplay basic rules set 1. Thing is, like, the boxes are kind of a bit iffy, but like this is like when my dad was like in his 20s. He's currently 60. Some D&D sets, like some sort of play manuals, Dungeon Master rulebook. We've got like modules. I'm trying to spill a drink that I have on my desk. Yeah, like this was my dad's. I went over there and he basically offered to basically let me have. He said like not have it, but he said I could look at it after it for a while. The cats though didn't help with the box, but the box is already kind of iffy. But, like, some of this, for example, is still in its original, like, stuff, right? Like, not, still has its, like, plastic stuff on. Because they never finished the campaign. Mainly because of my dad's friend got hit by a bus. But that's besides the point. He got hit by a double-decker from what I heard. Just typical London things, I guess. Thing though is like, although there's a sealed, you can see the cats have caused some damage, which is a sad thing, sadly. Though luckily these do still have their protective paper bit on, so the books hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Even has like the paperwork that was with it originally. Actually didn't realize the bomb of that was so bad. But then if I put that down, like this is the one that my dad had. If I just put this all away and I'll put some save quickly. I was like, well, I don't really care about being on camera, because I started off using webcam, so I don't really care too much if people see what I look like. I even like sent pictures to Ham at one point, because like she sent pictures of like Wa and someone else's pictures. But like this here is the one I got in London. This one uses 5.5 rules. And then, like, so I got that from London. That one was a bit heavy. Then we got, like, this one is one of the ones I got today. The Storm Wreck Isles. This is what, like, BB said was, like, a pretty good, like, set. I also got a themed one that's like a Stranger Things one I got today. Thing is, like, I was really happy because I saw this and it had like this sticker on it for like 44. Oh yeah, I think it's actually the other one. So like this one was like basically 20 quid. Basically, it was like I quite enjoyed these. On like things, this one's the lightest one. Then it's like the Stranger Things one's a bit heavy, and then that one's pretty chunky. It's one of those things where like I quite enjoy. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, that turns people evil. We know that from the parents. That used to be what people thought. I just thought you might like that. I basically when I use my VTuber, I actually have a 2-camera setup. I have one camera that tracks my face and one camera that tracks hands. It's just breathing. It's just like, wow. From hearing just from Kullert, I can see a monk can be very evil at some times. Gonna put those back up on my shelf. The thing is, like, the ones I bought are all like still in their wrapping stuff, and to be honest, I don't really want to touch, or like I don't take it out of the wrapping because I feel like it's like I kind of just don't want to damage like them. Assuming the cats don't get to it first. Oh, I also forgot. I also got Dune dice. That's paracetamol. That one's. I've also got a set of 5D 20 Dune dice. Well, it's I'm not actually sure which rules each of those go by. I know the one I got in London, BB said he didn't like because it uses 5.5 rules. it's one of those things of like, I'm just more happy to have those for like collection wise. Then again, I also like I'm half tempted with anything that's already open about that's usability, but like also I don't want to like use stuff that yeah, it's like I don't want to open it by also. I have the same problem with like figures. I have like figures where like they're in the box, so I don't want to open them up, and then like when the box gets damaged, then I open them. Make of like I think it looks cooler. It's also most D&D I'll be probably playing online. If it's like in real life, the only shop near me that does anything like it is a Warhammer shop in my town centre. Like there's a place to do Warhammer. Thing is, like I know BB does some Warhammer too. But it's like hopefully that didn't distract too much. I hope. I forgot I was going to check. I wanted to. It's going to affect my mic for a sec. I just want to double check something. Basically, I have like noise removal with Nvidia Broadcast, and I thought I could see some noise in it, so I was like, they're going like, I'll quickly adjust that. The thing is, like, I have like time to something else I could do. Actually, you like further down. That work? Kinda. Like, no, I don't care about face reveal. Like I said, I got YouTube videos that literally have my face on. There's also, I'm not really dressed for like streaming stuff. Like, I kind of like only started streaming because someone said I should test out the like DS like layout. Like, this is my Dune dice. The thing is, like, I think in most cases, like, people, like, I'm 28, so the thing is, like, yeah. The thing, I actually almost forgot my birthday. The thing that made me remember my birthday was actually Merc. Merc said about how his birthday's coming up. And basically, yeah, I have Dune dice. Merc basically, like, mentioned that his birthday was coming up. Well, you basically said your birthday was next Monday. And then I looked at the calendar, I was like, oh shit, it's my birthday tomorrow. So I was like there going like, yeah. Because that would have been Monday, your Monday stream. When you said it was like next Monday for your birthday, I looked at the calendar and was like, shit, it's my birthday tomorrow. Like, I've gone to the point of where like I kind of lose track of my birthday. I kind of prefer it as I get closer and closer to 30. Thank you. The thing is, like, because like I had night planned, I just like messaged my sister, being like, "Hey, yeah, wanna just like go out for something to eat tomorrow?" So yeah, sure. And then that turned into like me paying for like me and my sister to go out for a meal, and then all my niece and nephews. And then that turned into my other sister, who came like an hour and a half late, comes, grabs food. Then I got told my mum was coming an additional hour late. And I was like there going like, let's get out of here before she gets here. Let's aim to get out of here before that happens. And instead, like, food came as she was like just coming in, sort of thing. We use it to record data on all your... no. can stand here without speaking for hours. I'm a very patient man. Let me ask you again, Achvi. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Shinto for me? Okay. I think this might just be a loop. The thing is also like when it came also to like my birthday, the thing is like I was like speaking to Ham once when she was playing Dune, and we were talking about like when it comes to subathons and like special streams and stuff, and like me and her were kind of like talking about how we don't like we understand like about subathons and all that, like the idea of like subs and stuff like, but I'm not really into them that much. Well, have a nice rest, Kullert. And also, hi, Jeep. Hopefully you're doing alright. Jeep, I think you're the same time as me, right? I think it was yesterday was my birthday. Today's actually my niece's birthday. But thank you anyway. The thing is, like, when I was like streaming on, I think it may have been Monday. I think I told like BB right at the end of stream, like, oh, by the way, it's my birthday in X amount of hours, and then like I ended stream. The thing is, Tuesday was the birthday, but like I like essentially just had like my birthday off, and then today kind of like came about from like today is like basically my niece's birthday. So originally like I was gonna see her early in the morning, say happy birthday, give her presents, spend like an hour or two with her, come back, stream. But I like took longer to actually get to her, so I ended up by the time I got back I was like, well, I'm past the time I like to stream. And then that turned into basically me originally planned not to stream today, and then yeah. It's basically when I was speaking to Chaos, I made this layout. Actually obtained a Pokédex. It is a very high-tech device.